Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to Views by Beck. I did a previous video. If you missed it, please go back to my video archive and look for that video. I did a video that was catered to men, but also beneficial to women. If she does this or these things, she's not the one for you. It's just to help you identify a good partner. So in this video, as I promised, I will be talking about what some men do that will indicate that he is not the one. So if he does these things, he is not the one for you. Okay, so this is for my ladies and men also. If you happen to be watching this video, stay tuned, because if you are dating or know someone, a guy friend that is dating, these are some things that they can actually pay attention to and try to identify within themselves that they may be doing. And this is maybe the reason why they're not having longevity in their relationship, so that they can work on it. But it's really curated for the women. So if he does these things, he's not the one for you. If you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe and also hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, you would get it immediately. All right. Number one, if he is lazy, I think that is self-explanatory, right? If he's lazy, clearly he's not the one for you. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about someone that is working but isn't making enough to buy you a mansion. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm talking about someone that has no drive, someone that has no zeal, no motivation, nothing. Like they are just comfortable doing nothing. There are some men that are like this, okay? You're probably watching this video and like, who does that? There are some men, okay, that are just like this. They rather stay home while the woman goes to work, okay? In some situations, they'll even drop the woman off to work and then take her car to joyride and do whatever. If he's lazy, he's not the one for you. Men are to provide and lead, okay? You cannot lead if you're lazy, okay? You have to have some type of motivation, some type of drive in order to lead a household. If you lack any of these things, you cannot lead anyone's household. Number two, if he entertains any other women in any form. You know, some men are very, very friendly. Too friendly. Okay? I'm not asking you to be mean. I'm not asking that. Be nice, of course. Be human. But don't be too friendly. Right? When you're friendly with every woman you come across, that's a red flag. Number three, if he only contacts you when he needs something. So there are some men that will only contact you when they are looking for intercourse. Okay? You're an adult, so you should know this. There are some men that would literally only contact you at odd times of the day, like odd hours of the night. So throughout the whole day, they never checked on you. Hey, how are you doing? How's your day? Had you had lunch? You know, how was work? How was school? They never contact you to check on you at all. But at some odd time or odd hour of the night, that's when they'll contact you. Hey, what's up? Are you up? What are you doing? Clearly, they only want one thing from you. Okay? So if you are looking for a relationship, he's just not the one for you. Don't get used. Okay? You have to toughen up. Don't get used. I don't care how lonely you are. That's not it. Okay? So don't allow a man to use you for his pleasure only. You're way, way, way more than that. You're worth way more than that. Okay? So if he only contacts you when he needs something, he's not the one for you, sweetheart. If he also only contacts you when he need a ride somewhere, lazy people, or, you know, if he needs a couple dollars, you know, he's not the one for you. Okay? Go on. If he doesn't listen to you or respect or consider your opinions, there are a lot of chauvinistic men. There are a lot of men that are very sexist, right? They don't believe that women should have a say in anything. They have no respect, no regard for women. You need to stay clear of these types of men. If you do not feel the same way about, genders, the same way they feel, stay away. Okay? Because these types of men, they have no respect, no regard. They don't consider you when they make their decisions. They don't consider your opinions at all. However way you're feeling does not matter. Okay? These types of men, they run everything. Everything down to what you eat. Like, you do not matter. You're just an object in the home. I don't care what else he does. If he's spending money on you and lavishing and everything, I don't care. Okay? You will not be considered or looked at as a human being in the household. Please understand this. Don't start something that you're going to regret later down the line. These are things that a lot of women fail to pay attention to simply because he's blinding them with his spending and, money and spending so much on them that they're not able to actually sit and pay attention to these red flags. Do not do it. Pay attention to the red flags. If he doesn't listen or respect you, exit. Number 5. If he minimizes your business or your jobs, etc. So this kind of goes along with number 4, right? You have a man that may not respect you, speaks to you in a very disrespectful manner, right? These types of men, they also minimize your job. Like you can be working at a firm, for example, or, even at a store or whatever, and you got promoted. And you're excited about it, right? Because you got promoted. It's great for you. You're happy. It's an accomplishment for you, right? These types of men, they'll be like, oh, okay, cool. What's the big deal, right? They'll basically try to minimize what it is that you're doing. Or there are some men that like to compete. So if you tell them that, oh my goodness, I just got promoted. I'm now a manager at this store. They'll say, oh, really? Oh, wow. Well, I got a raise yesterday, I got a raise yesterday. I'm so good at what I do. And they'll bring it back to themselves. There are some friends that do this too, by the way. It's not just relationships, but there are some relationships that the couple, they're so competitive and it's sickening because you're supposed to be one. You're not supposed to compete with one another. You're supposed to congratulate each person when they do something major. That's what you're supposed to do. Number 6, a lot of people go through this. I hear it a lot. If he avoids putting labels on your relationship, this goes for men and for women, right? You're dating someone, you're actually spending a lot of time with them. And when you ask them, okay, you try to have that conversation about what are we, right? And he says to you, oh, we're just seeing where it goes. He's not the one for you. Okay, if you've been dating this person for 6 months, and that's max 6 months, that's a lot of time. I'm not gonna give you 6 months of my time for you to just keep telling me we'll see where it goes. I know where it's going, right to the garbage. It's done, it's over. Like, no, you don't want people to waste your time and drag you along. If you are ready for a relationship and you got into it with the mindset of you want to have a relationship, do not allow anyone to drag you along and waste your time. The time that you're spending with that person, you can be doing something else that's productive. Perhaps being with someone else, okay, that is ready for a relationship, that is right for you. You don't have to waste time with a person. You don't need to be with someone for 6 whole months and yet there's no label. No, absolutely not. Unless both of you do not want a label, that's how you live your life, that's cool. Number 7, if he is irresponsible financially, life, if a man is irresponsible, girl, go. He is not the one for you. Okay? Men are to leader of the household. If you are irresponsible and you're leading, you're going to lead us all into a ditch. Okay? I cannot sit and be led into a ditch. All right? Just because a man is to lead, you as a woman, as the wife, you are also an adult. Okay? So you can't sit and let someone drag you into the mud. No. Okay? So these are things that you have to pay attention to. Number 8. If your man or this man will jump for his friends but not for you, he's not the one for you. If he's into his friends more than he's into you, he is not the one for you. Okay? There's this saying that if a guy is into a girl, he basically leaves his friends and wants to spend all his time with the female because he's into her, right? So if you have the opposite of where a guy prefers to hang out with his friends, doesn't really want to hang out with you as much, or if he is with you, as soon as a friend calls, he leaves to go be with that friend, he's not the one for you. He's not that into you. So if he's dropping at the drop of a dime of a friend call, he's leaving, he's not the one for you. Number 9, if he disrespects you in front of his friends, especially in front of his friends. You see, let me tell you something. Guys tend to have conversations, right, with your friends about the person that they are dating, right? And the way that a guy acts in front of his friends towards you speaks a lot. It tells you a lot, because you have situations where some guys will minimize what they have with you when they're talking to their friends. They'll reduce and minimize who you are to them and all these things when they're talking to their friends, and make it sound like, oh, you're just someone that they're smashing, you know, regular guy talk. And as a result, when they come in front of you and the friends are there, they are disrespectful. Number 1, he should never disrespect you in front of anyone, honestly and truly. However, if he does do it in front of his friends, he's not the one for you. These are red flags. Please pay attention to these things. These things are not okay. You do not want this type of relationship. That is not love, okay? If he is abusive, he's not the one for you. And number 10, last but not least, if he speaks about women generally in a condescending manner. So you have some men that really have no regard for women. In everything they do, the way they talk in general is very degrading. Very, very degrading. These are red flags, my dear. Okay? If he speaks about other women in general in a very degrading, condescending manner, he is not the one for you. I don't care how he treats you. Okay, he can be so nice and so sweet to you, but if he speaks about every other woman in a very condescending and degrading manner, or when it comes and when women issues come up, he speaks so low about women, or he doesn't want justice for women, you know, those sorts of things, then you have to pay attention and know that he is just not the one for you. Okay, this is the end of this video, guys. I hope that you guys were able to pick 1 or 2 things in this video that will be helpful to your dating life so that you can have a successful relationship, and you can kind of scope out, you know, while dating, you can see who's who and who's not who, so that you don't waste your time with people that are not meant for you. Okay, most important thing is to have your standards. Never lower your standards for anyone. And if these red flags are coming up as you're dating someone, just know he's not the one and cut them off. It's that simple. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are yet to subscribe, please do so and hit the notification bell so that you are informed whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye-bye.